Okay guys, so in our last video we wrote the auth screen sign up for sign up. So we haven't used Firebase Auth library to make it to give it the functionalities of sign up screen. So in this video we'll be talking about view models, talking about states, adding the Firebase library, Firebase SDK, and also that's also. Let's jump right in. So open Android Studio, tracks, application. So if you get this error, syntax highlighting as the temporary turned off in main activity because of an internal error, you can just close the application, then open it again, and hopefully the error is gone. Yes, the error is gone. So go back, sign in screen, we switch code plus preview mode. So that we'll see what we done last time. So this takes some time. Okay, so here is email, password, sign in, so that we can sign up. So in the sign up screen is basically same thing. We just copy pasted what we had in sign in screen and pasted it in the sign up screen. Although we should have something like um a confirm password for the sign up screen. So wait for Gradle view to finish. So we just add a one liner here, which will be outline text field. This takes a lot of time sometimes. So here is it. So copy this line, which is the password line, with the spacer. Go back to it and paste it here. So what I will do is just duplicate this password text field, bring it to the next line, bring these two composables down. Exactly. So, but here the placeholder won't be password, right? It will be confirm confirm password. So if these two are not equal, if the value in password and confirm password are not equal, then the sign in button won't work. It won't allow the user to sign in. So back to um, open search Firebase. Click on the first link to see where you can click on the second. I will switch account, although you don't have to. Go to console. Dismiss, create a Firebase project. You enter the name, can be anything you want. Continue. Enable Google Analytics for this project. Continue. Select an account. Default account for Firebase, but if it's the first time you're doing it, to create a new account. So this will create your project. But as for me, I already have a project for this class, which is chat application. So if you created your project, this is exactly what you see. Get started by adding Firebase to your app. So iOS, Android, Web, Unity, and Flutter. So in this case, we are interested in the Android aspect. So this needs a default package name, which is you can get it from the main activity.kt file. You paste this inside here. The Android application is optional, but in this case, we just write chat app. Then debug signing certification one is optional, but in this case, it's not optional because we will make use of the Firebase auth. required for dynamic links and Google sign in phone number supporting Auth. So what we will do is we will open up our terminal and write in Gradle sign report. I click on enter and this will start daemon. So you need to have the JDK installed on your laptop before you be able to before this will work. If not, it give you an error. Java home is not set to something environmental variable. So our SHA-1 is this value we have here. So go back to Firebase and then we will paste it. Click on register app and then you have to download the Google services.json. So this is a file that contains it's basically linking our Android application to our Firebase application or our Firebase project. So download it is in kilobytes. The download size it's not in kilobytes, it's bytes, normal bytes. So open this, go to download. So this is it here. So you copy this, then you go to we won't be on Android project structure. We'll go to the overhead project structure, chat application, sources, external libraries, open app, go back to it says you should paste this under app directory. So paste this under the application directory. So paste or basically control V. So do not change the name of this JSON file, just leave it as it is. Click on OK. So this is it. So this is everything. This is project number, project ID, current key, which is your API key. So you can go back to the Android project structure. Then next, so next thing is you add the Firebase SDK. So we are on the Kotlin DSL. If you are using the Groovy DSL, you can just click on it for we are using the Kotlin DSL. So we'll copy this here. We close this terminal. We'll go to the project module. We'll paste this inside here. Click on shrink now. If you open your build analyzer, if you're doing it for the first time, it will download some things. So unable to start the down process caused by incorrect configuration of daemon. Running, for example, I'm not going to give them is used. Please refer to not really sure what this means, but project level. So here we are in our project level. So let me go to again. Okay, so it's working. So it's download the dependencies for you. So you have to be connected to the internet. Okay, so once that's done, you can then go to the module, which is the app level, copy this one line because this first one is already in your project already. So build successful is second. So we are already in the app level. So we'll paste this here and then we'll go back, paste, we'll copy this already and paste it delete it, copy this further and paste it delete it. So this is used for Firebase analytics. So things like if anybody should sign in your application, it keeps track of all those things in your dashboard. So Firebase Bomb, once you use this library here, you do not really have to specify another version for each of your libraries anymore. So you can click on sync now, and then it will download your dependencies for you. There are lots more. It's gonna take up to a minute. So while this is done, we'll click on next, and then we'll continue to console. So these are console and these are app added here. So we'll go to the build drop down, and these are all the services for us to use, which some are free basically, but the storage isn't free anymore following the Bliss plan. So you can also find them here. So what we're interested in this video is the auth aspect. So click on it, and then we'll get started since we do not have a new project under the Firebase auth. So we go back to what I'm just to do. This is completed. So what we're interested in is the email password. So we'll click on email and password, enable, leave this to be disabled. So we'll click on enable, and then it's now enabled. So it's empty because we don't have any users in our project. So once this is done, you can go to the Firebase help because we don't have the library for the Firebase auth, so we won't be able to use it. So we'll click on Firebase doc, go to build, and click on authentication. So you can scroll down, scroll down. So it's now, so you click on Android, get started. So we've already added the Firebase bomb, so you can just copy the Firebase or paste this delete here, and you can see we did not specify any version because in our bomb we already specified it 4.1.0. So this will also download the library for the Firebase auth which we'll be using. So that's done. So now we are good to go. So I'll close all tabs. Then first of all start with our signing. We'll create a Kotlin class, we call it signing view model. So this will be a class for this will basically be our view model for our signing screen. So each of our screen will have their own view model in order to avoid cluttered up code in one view model class. So we'll be using manager dependencies. We'll be using Dagger here, and we do not have it in our project. So um, You can search Java field Android dependency. Then here you can paste this in, inside your project project level, and also we'll need KSP. So we are no longer using CAP, Kotlin annotation processing. So KSP is the new model for that, which is much more lightweight. So if you don't know what it means, it's basically Java annotation, Kotlin using Java annotation. So that's basically it. So in order for us to use KSP, because if we should copy this directly, it will give us an error because we do not have KSP. So KSP dependency on sorry, dependency on this now is history. So click on the test link, which is the official Android developers document for docs. You can copy this, then we sync now with build analyzer, and this will download some of the dependencies for the project level plugins. It's pasted here. So in your module level, so this will be my module level. So we join. I think they are basically the same thing. This and this. So we can just close this one here. Go back to Android Studio. So build successful. I already have this. So if you do not, it will download some dependencies for you. Then back here, so we can copy this plugin for our module level. So not here, it's basically the plugins scope. We won't place this here because KSP will still give us an error, so we'll sync now. The skills Android plugin is applied, so no Java use Android dependency was found. Okay, so remove this test, we'll try again. So this is first of all download for KSP. When it's done downloading for KSP, you can then copy this tool here and paste it in the dependency block scope. So as the KSP is now highlighted in blue, meaning we now have it in our project. So build successful. So we can then go and copy the ID and paste it inside the plugins. Sync now loading model built successful. So we are done incorporating KSP and also Dagger here. So we can close this to so up here. In order to tie the life cycle of a view model to Dagger here, we can use the built view model annotation tool annotation. So this is why we need KSP. So this is like a Java annotation. So if we should enter, you can see this view model dot Java. So it's basically just helps Kotlin use Java's annotations. So we'll extend the view model class starting from the Android-ness lifecycle. So basically, our view model is a class in Android that helps manage the state of our application from configuration changes. So for instance, let me say you are writing text in a text field and then a configuration change happens. For instance, changing your background from your phone background from light mode to dark mode. That's configuration change, and that text in your text field will be disappeared. Will disappear rather because that's a configuration change. So you can use view models to manage the text the state of um of stateful things with state in your application. It catches it and persists it through configuration changes. So that's basically what the view model is used for. So as of recent, there are no business logic code in the view model. It's just used to manage manage basically state. So in this view model class, so first of all, now overhead project structure, overhead package, create a Kotlin class and then we call it chat app. So this will extend the application so we can get with the here will be here Android app. So this is basically the structure of configuration of Qt data here. So this chat app will provide the application context that Hilt will use to basically um, in some cases rather. So let me say we need a we need application context in some of the methods used. So Hilt can pick it up from this particular class and then supply it to us. So after doing that in your main activity, you will also annotate here with Android entry points. So basically this is basically the first activity we see when we first start our application. So in Android manifest you can just go here right name settings to your chat application. So that's basically it for Hilt. So here in every Hilt view model class you will inject the constructor even though it might be empty. We will call this class from Java X dot inject. So the state uh, in our sign-in screen is basically success loading error. So these are basically the states in which the view model will manage. For instance, um, when we click on the button, when we supply in the email and password, if it's successful, it takes us to the next page. If there's error, it shows us the error. There's if it's loading, the progress bar will be showing. So that's basically the state. This state will be encapsulated in a field class. We call it field class signing state. It will have objects, test loading, extend um, signing state class object over to data object error extend the signing state. So these are basically states in our signing screen. So each application, each screen in an application has its own state, which is not really hard to figure out. So our first line of code will be private private var UI state, put in mutable state flow. So mutable state flow needs an initial value, and our initial value will be signing state dot loading. So that's our initial value. So in the next line, we can var UI state is equal to UI state dot state flow. So you actually have to import this method. So what does this mean? What have we done? So first of all, declare the variable underscore UI state. So this is basically the conventional way of first of all writing any state that can be updated in the view model. This is static and underscore. Mutable state flow used for managing the state. So it's like just like your live data. So you can set a new value in your mutable state flow, and then you can read out the value for you. It's basically an observer observe changes in its value and then emit or output the value for you once it has observed that there are changes made to it. And mutable state flow needs an initial value. Initial value that we have here is loading. So basically it shouldn't be loading, rather we should have a data object, write nothing, and then extend the signing state. So this won't be signing state dot loading is signing state dot nothing. So that's the initial value. So when we first of all enter the signing screen, nothing happens. So it's when we click on the signing button that the loading state will be the mutable the UI state will be updated with the loading state to output the value for us, which is loading, and then we can like show it like a progress bar. So fun, we can write function. So these are function signing. So we need the email, which is of type string. We need the password, which is also of type string. So directly we can when this function is being called, which will be called in our signing screen, we basically want to show that progress bar, that circular progress bar. So when this function is being called, or when this method is being called, before any other thing happens, such as the success and error, we want that progress bar to show. So we'll use our UI state dot value, and then we'll set signing state dot um signing state dot loading. So required, okay, sorry. So here it's not supposed to be our initial value. Here is supposed to be the class, which is signing states, and so it does not become an. So here will be signing states dot nothing, nothing, or basically just signing states dot nothing. Okay, so first of all, here is it extends the signing state class, and then inside the constructor it needs an initial value which is signing state dot nothing. So once that's been updated, which is the UI state values for science to be loading, we can call our Firebase auth dot. So this we are signing. So signing with email and password. So the first string it needs is our email. Second string value or parameter needs is our password. So dot add and complete listener. So use task. So there's a lambda. So what this simply means is it listens for if this task is completed, which is this method right here. So if task dot is successful, what do we want to do? We want to simply set our UI state dot value to signing state dot success. So that's if the task is successful. That's if the user actually writing a credential, grammatical, Firebase auth database. So else UI state dot value dot signing state dot error. So that's basically it. So we can task dot resolve dot user dot let block, and then we can copy all these things inside here. So that's basically it in our view model for signing. If task is successful, set the UI state to signing state is success. So once it observes the changes that and it sees if the change is success, will be routed to the home page. Else, so this is successful is basically a boolean, so it's probably abstract boolean is successful. Else, meaning if this is false, is successful, the value is false. UI state dot value is equal to signing state dot error. So that's basically it for our signing dot view model. So go to our signing screen, and then we need two values. So both our email and password fields. If we should run this application and try to type something inside here, it won't not be displayed because they are not set to variables. So they need to have a state, and we'll give them one now. So you can write var email or use the by keyword. Remember. So this is the remember function scope mutable state of empty string. So auth was entered to import the necessary setters and getters for the remember. So this will be password. So we declare the variable email. We use the by keyword, so we have to use dot value in when we are trying to get the value of whatever is in this variable. Remember is remembering. So this has a state, so it remembers the previous value stored in memory. Mutable state of is giving it this now is stateful variable, and its initial value is empty string. So we have these both, and we'll declare our var view model equal to we'll extend, we'll give it the type is signing view model, and set it to field view model. So there's an error here. This is we need field view model with Jetpack integration. So go back here, data with Jetpack Compose integration. So um still using AI, we just use the official um official doc. Navigation fragments. This is for using XML, so we don't really need that. So since let's try and use the one information cute Android compiler crap. So this is it. Navigation. So we need the navigation. Although this is groovy, we'll be able to still make use of it by converting it to Kotlin DSL. So this is single string converted to double string like that. Single string, double string. We are not using cap, we're using KSP to copy all these things that we can um, brackets or parentheses, yeah, parentheses. So this will download the dependencies that will let us use to build the view model. So it's done. I already have it. So if you don't, it will download something for you. So when we click on this, now we click on this, okay, we can import it now. So it's working now. Inside, back to our outline text field, this value is not an empty string, rather it's set it to email on value change. So what this does is anytime you type in something here, it updates the value of the email. So this will be email equal to change this to scoping function. So we used var keyword to declare our email variable, which is immutable. So we set it to var. So we're able to change so set value, yeah, import operator set value. So for password we also use var, and then that will be it. So email is equal to it. So the new email, so this is copy function, so email will be equal to whatever we write in our email field. That's all for it. So we go to our value for password. So the variable to password, then password is equal to it. So that's basically it. So we can then go up here, use a launch effect. The key one can be view model dot UI. So what this means is launch effect. So I don't really know why I have this AI here, but how the UI stick changes here. So this launch effect is used to launch a sort of like a coroutine. So what does that mean? Following whatever we supply in key one, the key one is it can change. The UI state can change from error to success to loading to whatever. So this launch effect will be recomposed whenever this value for key one changes. So if you supplied in units or true or false or anything like that, basically what will happen is if this other composables recomposes or this composable recomposes, this will not. So it composes only one start of an activity or restart of, I don't know, restart, yeah, restart. So we can use our when UI, when view model UI state is, so when view model UI state is success, success. So out, enter, success. We got from the signing state of success to write the other state dot error, sorry, dot error. And then on signing state dot, we don't really need the nothing block, so just like else, then that'll be all. So incompatible type signing state is success and state flow um signing state. So what we actually have an error here, so we forgot to dot value, although downward cut it. So we'll declare a variable here, UI state is equal to view model dot UI state dot as state as state view model dot UI state dot as collect as state. So back to our signing view model. This first one is for updating the value of whatever we have already in our mutable state flow. Our state flow is just to read the it's to set, it's basically a readable version of whatever I have in this underscore UI state. So we can use this UI state, which has the value of our state flow, to update the value of whatever we have in our underscore UI state. So it's a read only version. So what this means here is basically same thing. So it collects the result, basically collects the result, and lets us read it. So that's also we can get rid of this. Alright, UI state. This also can be UI state dot value. So this can also be dot value too. So all the errors will be gone. So what happens when the UI state is successful? We want to simply navigate to the home screen. So that's basically all. So if there is an error, we want to display a snack bar that says sign in error. So we can go to the snack bar, search snack bar Jetpack Compose. Instead of using AI, you can go to the official documentation for snack bar. So this is also how, so using AI all the time, you can just read the documentation. So val scope, Kotlin macro, within scope, val snack bar host, so you can read all of this to get more understanding. But as for me, I will just simply copy the variable from the official doc, and I'll paste it here. Then I will import this. So now scaffold, which we don't have here. I don't really think this is necessary. Probably too. So if there's error, it is a sign-in screen. It's supposed to be in a scaffold, so we forgot to do that. So scope dot launch snack bar post it dot show snack bar. So I'll go back to see if I'm academically correct. So that's it. Sign in error. So that's basically it. So in our calling, we use a scaffold, uh, scaffold composable, and this will have modifier. So the modifier dot view max size, and that will be, so we can copy all of this calling and paste it inside here. And then first of all, we'll use the padding gotten from the scope of the scaffold passing it content padding scenarios. Although we just use it. So inner padding, inner inner padding. So there's still error here. So basically what we just did is we added the scaffold composable. So what this will do basically is um first of all fill the max size of our whole Android screen, and then some specific devices have like a camera here, then have different widths and sizes. Your notification bar, which is on top, basically is different from another person's Android phone. So what this inner padding means is that it will detect if there's something above which will block content, and this content can be our image, text composable, and it will push it down, which is a very very good thing. Which in XML I think you have to do that manually. So go back to documentation, scaffold, snack bar host, snack bar host. So inside here, snack bar host. So this is a composable snack bar host. Okay, not a composable, rather a normal class, which will have the host state, the snack bar host. Okay, so snack bar host dot host is host is the error here, snack bar host is. Okay, so then we'll still remove the which is the composable. So yeah, host is dot snack bar host is. So if it's successful, this happen. If it's error, signing error. So what about if this if it's loading? So if it's loading, we don't want to display our button. Now our button is here. So here we can write this UI state, the value is equal to signing state dot loading. We can put a circular progress indicator. Else we can basically put the rest of this composable. Just paste that inside here. with the button also. So that's that. So what if both the email then the password are empty? So we do not really want our button to be clickable. So this button here, it says on click. So first of all, inside Snap that will pass in view model, just sign in, I pass in my email, for my password here. So that will be all for the on click. Inside here we will use enable which will be a boolean. Email is not is email dot is not empty, pass and password is not empty. So if this is not empty and this is not empty, the value of this will be true and it will be enabled. And also UI state dot value is not equal to signing state dot loading or signing state dot success, or if UI state to be enabled if UI state is not or is signing signing state dot nothing. So what this means is if our email is not empty and our password is not empty and UI state is signing state there is nothing, our button will be enabled. So that's basically it for the signing screen. So yeah, that's basically all. So in our sign up, you can create sign up view model. We have basically same it's basically same thing we've done. Build view model inject constructor. I'll go to signing view model. I will copy this. I will copy this. Although it won't be signing state, it will be sign up state. Sign up state. This will be sign up state. Sign up state. Sign up state. And also sign up state. This will be sign up state. But so that's all sign up state. But nothing. So the reason why there's errors because it's extending a different class, which is not what we have here. So signing view model, I can copy this function of this. It won't. We are writing different things here. Font sign up. We need the email. Also, we still need the email and the password, which is that thing. So same thing we've done. UI state the value is equal to sign up state dot loading. So Firebase dot auth dot call the function create user with email and password. Email password first string is always email, second string is password. To add and complete listener. So this will be lambda task task dot result dot user. So let's say if this is not equal to no. So if task is successful, we want to user dot update profile. So what we're doing here is instead of storing the user's email, display name, and things like that in our database, we can just store that in our Firebase Auth. So we can just call the display name to get that information back. So user profile change request dot builder dot set display name um to the set it to the email dot build. So I can break this down so it can look cluttered. Now while that's done, we can then set UI state dot value go to sign up state dot success. So else UI state dot value go to sign up state dot error basically. So that's all. Yeah, so you can see if we wanted the display picture to be so set display display photo URL, and then we can set the URL. Okay, one more doing that in this video. So go back to sign up screen, and basically what I have in my sign in screen, I will copy everything, and then I will paste this here. I will first of all start with my scaffold, as this is the first thing we needed to have. Modifier, so to modify the field mark size, snackbar, host state, snackbar, host. So bring in the composable snackbar, host, set host state, go to snackbar, so that's the host of our snackbar set, very self-explanatory. So we'll go back. We don't need the sign in view model. What we need is the sign up new model. Um, we will okay. So UI view model dot UI space the collector space email control scope raw email password. We also have one for the confirm password by remember mutable state of empty string. So yeah, I'll pass in padding. I will copy all these composable we are written. Now paste it inside here. And then first of all, the padding we are supposed to use first for any other padding is the inner padding from our scaffold. So we first of all pass in the value. So here is email. The value change is email equal to it. The value here is email. Password is password. Password is equal to it. And here is confirm password. And here is confirm password is equal to it. So on click On click, I want to call the view model dot sign up. We'll pass in email and pass in password. I'm not passing confirm password because that's not a parameter in our sign up method. So in our confirm password, we want to display an error if the password is not the same as the original password field. In our confirm password, we pass in um, is error, which is a boolean still. So if our password is not equal to confirm password, then the box will be highlighted red, signifying that your original password and your confirm password text field are not the same. Instead of you checking using the icon to like check if they're the same. So in our button, on click, so that we can still pass enable, which is a boolean. If the email is not empty, it's not empty, and also password is not empty, it's not empty. If email is not empty and password is not empty and confirm password not empty and password is equal to confirm password, then this button will be enabled to be clicked on. And also if UI state dot value is equal to sign in, sign up state dot nothing. So this can be empty, this can be empty, all can be empty. Let me say if you want to take you, if you want to redirect you to another page, you shouldn't still make the button enabled. So what if this error? We'll use or sign up state or UI value to sign up state dot error. Say this error be enabled so that you can try. So we'll go back to our signing screen because I'm not sure we did that here. So or UI state dot value equals to sign in state dot error. So that's basically it. So we'll have our launch effect. Basically what the launch effect is, and one is equal to UI state dot value. So the value is already changed. So when UI state dot value is sign up state dot success, what we want is nav controller to navigate to the sign in composable. If it is if the sign up state dot error scope dot launch snack bar host state dot show snack bar, and then what we're writing is sign up error, and then the next is else. Just you don't really need anything else. So we are in the sign up screen, and here will be already have an account. text will be signing, thickness will be signing, composable. So this button here is sign in, that's what I'm using instead of sign up. Just copy the so if UI state dot value is equal to sign up state dot loading, then it should be a circular progress indicator. Else this should be this should display. So in our main app composable we have sign in, sign up. So we can just simply call it main app like that. In our composable we have both. So our sign in view model, okay, sign in view model, okay, we have our chat tab, we have everything working so we can run our application for the first time. So I'm using a pixel 5. So to download some dependency because we are running this application for the first time. Okay, so the other build is 11.1.8. So um, 8. Okay. So just it will be underscore 8 underscore 8 also. Okay. So we will run the signal. So signal. So hopefully you do not have that error. Build successful. Run it. Really shouldn't take a lot of time like it did just now. Okay, so in our sign of view model, okay, so we did not extend the view model class here. So we import it from the Android-ness lifecycle. So we will run the application. Hopefully there are no other bugs. So the other build finished, took 1 minute. Take 9 seconds. So I did not cut out all those parts so that we will see some of the errors and learn how to debug it. So install successful. It took 9 seconds. So this is our application. So I have some tabs. So it's a little bit laggy. So we click on sign up. We can be redirected to the sign up page. So we can sign in. Something sign up. So here we'll paste in our email. Mine will be email.com. Go to the next line. As can see, our button is not enabled and our confirm password is red. Sign the so both password are the same value and our sign up button. So click on sign up. Just appear our circular progress indicator. So that's done. So we can go to our Jetpack application. In our authentication tab, you should be seeing me as a user here. So go to user. As you can see, 18th August is my user ID. So go back. So I will deliberately put in the wrong password and let's see the snap password. So the signing box is not working. So I'll write another password. So sign in, it shows, and then it started for some reason. So we can check the logcat. Okay, so the credentials we supplied is incorrect. My former is sad, but I don't know why it's showing a white screen. It's supposed to show the error message. Error. So this video is getting too long. So hopefully next video will debug all these errors and continue with the hosting. So thank you.